So Mark, day 5 of the onboarding, what has it been like being so intensive across the 5 days?
Should we do that again? I want to say, well, no, I don't want to say stressful actually, because I've really enjoyed it. It has been full on, I'm not going to lie, and there's been light bulb moments throughout, but also very reassuring to know that I was sort of on the right path, but I can see how the processes and the methods are really going to enhance what I'm doing. So yeah, it's been really enjoyable. Hard work, but enjoyable.
Okay, great to hear that. It's designed to be in that way. So now obviously we're nearly at the launch point. Do you feel like you are equipped with everything that you need to launch the business?
Oh, yeah, absolutely, yeah. I'm tired, I'm knackered, but I think that's because my brain's been firing off on overtime. But at the same time, I know now I'm just ready to go. I know what I need to do, I know how I'm going to do it, and I have a vision for the future. So yeah, a bit of a cliche, but yeah, that's the truth.
No, that's good.
I know what I'm doing. So yeah.
Launching with a forecasting and a business plan behind you, but then also all the tools and resources on the how to do it and how to get that business plan into real life. I think that's probably like the key thing to take away.
Yeah.
What's it been like, obviously being in a different area? You've obviously had to travel up to see us this week and spend it with us at HQ. How have you found that?
Hard. I've not been away from my wife or kids for a long time. I mean, obviously I'm ex-military, so I was used to going away at that, doing that job, but when I've left that behind, I vowed never to try and be away from my family. So that's been hard, and there's been a lot going on. My dog has eaten my house. So yeah, there's been a lot. There's been stresses at home, which I've felt a little bit helpless that I couldn't help out. But at the same time, I've been committed to getting this done. Otherwise, I wouldn't have come here. And I really understand now that it needs to be done on a face-to-face sort of basis. At first, I was like, do I really need to go that far when it could be done virtually? But yeah, absolutely not. I wouldn't recommend doing it virtually at all.
Okay, good to hear. Yeah, I was going to say the word committed is definitely coming out there of the sacrifices that you've had to make this week, obviously being away from the family. But in the long term, that commitment, I imagine, is going to reward you 10 times over with the business that it provides for you and your family.
Yeah, 100%. Absolutely, yeah. And I've really got it from this week. I really understand why now. So yeah, it's been very worthwhile.
Off the cuff, why did you choose to partner with the Avenue?
I was researching a lot of the self-employed models, and I was looking at quite a few of them at the time, but none of them really sort of fit with me and what my values were. My characteristics, what I hold really deep, and looking into it, having done my research, having spoke to some of the other guys, it was just a really good fit, and I'm so glad I have, because it's like, yes, it's a self-employed model, but to me it doesn't feel like that. It feels like you're part of this team, and that's what I was sort of lacking. When you're a one-man band, you haven't got that support and you haven't got that camaraderie to bounce off. Within the Avenue, having met everyone and had those conversations, it's great to know that I've got that support behind me as well. So it doesn't feel like I'm self-employed. Yes, we're using the Avenue as the brand, but why not?
Well, thank you, Mark, and thank you for all your commitment and the way that you've shown up this week, and I can't wait to see the journey that we go on together.
Cool. Thank you very much.
3.